the heart of an African village, nestled among towering baobab trees and whispering palms, lived a girl named Yemi. Her laughter danced through the air like melodies of the wind, and her spirit shone as brightly as the morning sun. But within this idyllic village, a darkness lurked, hidden beneath the roots of ancient traditions and superstitions. Yemi was known for her adventurous spirit and curiosity, always seeking new paths to explore beyond the boundaries of her village. Her mother, Ibukun, always warned her to be careful because there was an evil lurking in the shadows, but she did not listen. There were tales passed on for generations about an evil witch that took the form of different objects to lure people to their deaths. Yemi knew about these tales but thought they were made up to scare little children. There were two paths in the forest surrounding the village, one bright and leading to the stream, the other gloomy and dark. No one knew where it went, but it was believed that the evil witch Iyabo lived there. Whenever Yemi went to the stream to fetch water with her friend Simi, she would look at the second path, wondering what mischiefs lay beyond. One fateful day, she went to the stream alone to fetch water. Her friend Simi had gone to visit a distant relative. She was about to leave when she heard a strange sound from the forbidden path. Out of curiosity, and with no one to hold her back from exploring, she dropped her water pot at the intersection of the stream and wandered deeper into the forbidden forest. She walked until she stumbled upon a clearing, bathed in an eerie light. In the center stood a magnificent tree, its branches twisting like gnarled fingers, reaching out to the heavens. Yemi approached the tree cautiously, her senses tingling with apprehension. Suddenly, a voice echoed through the shadows, soft and seductive. "Welcome, my child," it whispered, "to my domain." Yemi's heart pounded in her chest. She searched for the source of the voice. Then, from the depths of the tree, emerged a figure cloaked in darkness, a witch. The witch's eyes glowed with an otherworldly light as she gazed upon Yemi with a mixture of curiosity and hunger. "What brings you to my forest, little one?" she asked. Yemi's voice quivered as she replied, I was only exploring. I meant no harm." The witch laughed, a sound like rustling leaves on a windy night. "Fear not, child, for I mean you no harm yet. But you have trespassed into my realm, and for that there must be a price." With a wave of her hand, the witch ensnared Yemi in a web of dark magic, binding her to the very tree that had drawn her in. Yemi cried out in terror as she felt her limbs grow stiff and heavy, roots entwining around her like shackles. "You shall remain here," the witch declared, "a prisoner of my will, forever trapped within the embrace of this tree." Days turned into weeks, and weeks into months, as Yemi languished within the witch's curse. With each passing day, she felt herself fading away, her spirit slowly consumed by the darkness that surrounded her. But deep within her heart, a spark of defiance still burned bright. Yemi refused to surrender to despair, clinging to the hope that one day she would find a way to break free from the witch's grasp. Meanwhile, back in the village, rumors began to spread of Yemi's disappearance. Her family and friends searched tirelessly for any sign of her, their prayers echoing through the forest in desperate pleas for her safe return. Among those who sought to unravel the mystery of Yemi's disappearance was a young man named Ade, brave and determined. Ade had long harbored feelings for Yemi, his love for her burning like a flame in his heart. Driven by this devotion, Ade ventured into the forest, guided by whispers of the witch's curse and the promise of redemption. With each step, he felt the weight of the forest pressing down on him, the very air thick with the scent of ancient magic. At last, Ade reached the clearing where Yemi had vanished, his eyes widening in disbelief as he beheld the cursed tree that now held her captive. With trembling hands, he reached out to touch the bark, feeling the faint pulse of Yemi's presence within. Determined to free her from her prison, Ade sought the guidance of the village elders, who whispered of a legend passed down through generations, a tale of a hero who had once defeated the witch and broken her curse. Armed with the knowledge, Ade embarked on a quest to uncover the secrets of the witch's power. Delving deep into the heart of the forest in search of the ancient artifacts said to hold the key to her defeat. Through trials and tribulations, Ade faced challenges both physical and spiritual, his resolve tested at every turn. But with each obstacle overcome, he grew stronger, his determination fueled by the love he bore for Yemi. Finally, after what felt like an eternity, Ade stood before the witch's lair, the artifacts of power clutched tightly in his hands. With a defiant cry, he confronted the witch, his voice ringing out like a trumpet in the darkness. "I will not let you hold Yemi prisoner any longer," he declared, his gaze unwavering as he faced the witch's wrath. In a whirlwind of magic and fury, Ade battled the witch with all his might, his heart ablaze with the fire of righteousness. With each strike, he felt the darkness recede, the very fabric of reality trembling beneath the force of his will. At last, with a final desperate surge of strength, Ade unleashed the power of the artifact, shattering the witch's hold over Yemi and banishing her from the forest forever. As the curse was broken, Yemi emerged from the tree, her eyes shining with tears of gratitude as she beheld the man who had saved her from a fate worse than death. In the days that followed, Yemi and Ade returned to the village as heroes, their love celebrated by all who had feared they would never see them again. And though the memory of the witch's curse would linger like a shadow in their mind, they knew that as long as they stood together, nothing could truly ever hold them captive again. Yemi had learned her lesson. She stopped being too curious about everything. What happened to her also served as a tale of caution to the younger generations. Don't be like Yemi, who wandered into the forbidden forest, they would say. She was lucky to escape, but you might not be so fortunate. Moral lesson: always listen to the words of your elders, because what they see sitting down, even if you climb the tallest tree, you would never see it.